Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. So today I am doing a review of the Orchard Audio PecanPi Streamer. And I know you're probably thinking right now, wait a minute, this is the Melinda Murphy channel. She's obsessed with vinyl records. That's all she talks about. And believe me, I'm with you. I love vinyl records, but more importantly, I love music. And as much as I love listening to my vinyl records, there's a time and place for other formats, including streaming, for example. And I've had these experiences. There's nothing worse than being in my kitchen and cooking. And I love listening to vinyl records, but in the middle of having my hands full of cookie dough or grease or just food in general, I have to stop cooking and flip over a vinyl record. That's probably not a good idea. Also, I love swimming in my swimming pool and splish splash. All of a sudden, I have to get out to flip over a record because I love listening to music when I'm at the swimming pool and lounging, relaxing, swimming. But it's not a good idea to have a vinyl record that you have to flip over when you're soaking wet. It's not good for the vinyl, it's not good for the stereo equipment, it's not good for you in general. Also, there's nothing worse than being in a gathering full of your favorite people, having a really good conversation and having to excuse yourself because you have to flip over a vinyl record. I have probably missed out on so many great conversations that way. Sometimes streaming is the better option. You know, streaming isn't good if it doesn't sound good. And that's kind of where my thinking has been for a long time. But streaming has gotten a lot better, and there's some really amazing streamers out there. And that's why I was so interested in checking out this Audio Orchard PecanPi Streamer. And Leo, the owner of the company, asked me if I would want to do a review. I was honored. I got to meet him at Expona. He is a very nice guy, very, very passionate about his company and about what he's doing and his streamers, and I was just really impressed with him. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and I wanted to disclose too that this streamer is on loan. I will be sending it back. He did not pay me. This isn't a paid advertisement in any way. I'm just giving my opinion. And the money I make from this video will be from YouTube. However many views I get, that's what I will be making, and that is the end of that story for it. So yes, I wanted to check out this streamer. And there's so many other reasons why streaming is a lot of fun now that I had it in the house and got to experience it. It has been such a long time since I've created playlists, and I'm going to date myself a little bit. I still have my old iPods. I loved creating playlists with them. It was really great to listen to my favorite music, you know, just song after song. It's really hard to do that with vinyl records, just pulling one album out to hear one song, pulling another, you know, and they lose momentum. You know what I mean. Playlists are very cool. They keep me motivated when I'm out and about cleaning house. And it was also during times of stress or times of sadness, having some of my favorite songs just to sit back and listen to on a playlist was very nourishing to the soul. So those are a couple of really good reasons to have a streamer, you know, so you can play your favorite playlists, your favorite songs for so many reasons. I also enjoyed instead of using my usual method for listening to new music, which usually it is just getting my phone, going on YouTube, searching an album and listening to it that way with terrible sound quality, I actually was able to listen to new music on this streamer. The PecanPi streamer sounded so much better than my iPod, so much better than listening to my phone with new music. But it needed to be even better than that. So I had to put it to a couple of tests. One was a very fair test against another DAC. Another, probably not so fair. I'm a vinyl record girl. I wanted to hear the difference between this PecanPi streamer versus a vinyl record. And I did that, and I will let you know the details. So First, let's go ahead and talk about the details of the DAC versus DAC competition. I listened to the PecanPi Streamer through my Volumio app, and I used this SPL device for volume matching. And I used local high-quality digital files up to 24-bit, 192 kilohertz in a FLAC format. So I did the comparison first off to, and just as a visual aid, I'll show you this record. Alan Parsons' Eye in the Sky. This is one of my go-tos that I love testing sound quality. I used the intro called Sirius, the two different DACs, and I just will say, you know, my husband did a blind test. He went A and B for me. I really appreciate his help. He is so helpful in these situations. I had no idea what I was listening to, which was which. But every time he put it on B, which was in this instance, the PecanPi, it was just overwhelming to me how much better it was. The immediate presence in every way. The bass was so much fuller, the highs were so much better, the details were clearer, the separation of the instruments, being able to follow the thread of a certain part of the song, it was just absolutely incredible. The PecanPi Streamer blew the competition away. And I was actually just so impressed at how great this sounds. I hear this a lot. I do a lot of vinyl comparisons and stereo equipment comparisons with this song. I was extremely impressed with what I heard from the PecanPi. It was incredible. And I also went on and did a comparison of the song Eye in the Sky. I wanted to do some vocal comparisons. Again, the PecanPi against the other DAC, it was just no comparison. I loved hearing all of the details of the layered vocals. They sounded so much more natural. And again, just that separation of the instruments, this large sound stage, the PecanPi Streamer sounded so much better. It wasn't even a close race. I hate to inform you. I like to inform you actually. It wasn't even a close race. I was extremely impressed with what I was hearing. And then I went on and picked something very different for me. I went ahead on to Welcome to the Machine. It is a very intense and prodding song from Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. I chose that because I like all of the different sounds that are going on in there. There's a lot of really cool special effects. And I wondered how the PecanPi Stream would do against the Analog Devices DAC. And again, the presence when the PecanPi Streamer would come on was remarkable. It was so much better at those special effects streaming through the air, huge sound stage. The Waters and Gilmore vocals together sounded more natural. It was just a really cool, fun listen, so much better. Sounded closer to vinyl, and I will even say, I will throw this in, that I believe the streaming version I heard from the PecanPi Streamer was the equivalent of my vinyl record. I have a 2016 reissue of Wish You Were Here, and that song, Welcome to the Machine, I thought they sounded very close. They were a very good match with each other sound quality-wise, and that's a very good vinyl pressing. So I was extremely impressed with what I heard from that too. So after that, it wasn't even close. The PecanPi Streamer did its, won easily. But I wanted to put it against a vinyl record. And so I went ahead and picked this one, U2's Achtung Baby. This is the 30th anniversary version. It sounds pretty good, but I've complained on my channel that I don't think U2's records are the best sounding. And at some point I even said, I think instead of buying the records, I should have just streamed the songs because I don't think the vinyl holds up. This 30th anniversary version isn't bad. It's pretty good. I put it against the PecanPi, and I got mixed results. You know, it is like comparing apples to oranges, and I got apples to oranges results. For the details, if you want to sit down and have a critical listen and hear every single detail of the song Zoo Station, that's the one I tested, the vinyl had the details. It was a little bit better in that regard. However, what really surprised me was the PecanPi Streamer actually beat the vinyl record with soundstage and just an overall fun, more punchy sound. So it was really a mixed bag, and I couldn't really declare a winner on that. I thought it was very interesting that I got different results. It just depends on what you like. The vinyl had all of those details of the guitar playing. You hear a lot of the detail, but I thought overall, for a fun sound, something very punchy and enjoyable, not to mention convenience, I really liked the PecanPi. So those were some really cool tests, and I would say, you know, my husband and I, of course, we're in the process of moving right now. Maybe down the road we would be interested in buying a streamer, because we are going to have a pool at the new house. I'm going to be cooking once again. I'm going to need something so that I don't have to handle my vinyl records when I'm kind of in the middle of doing other things, when we're having people over and I just want to play music. So this PecanPi Streamer would work in those instances very, very well. And I would say not close to my audiophile records probably, but close to others, you know, just regular vinyl copies. This sounds really, really good. Is it exactly like vinyl? No. But is it close? Yeah. It was closer than I expected it to be. So, you know, down the road, I will probably be interested in buying a streamer. And if I am, this is definitely one I would take a serious look at, because I was very impressed with what I heard. And I really like the owner, Leo. His philosophy is to have the highest quality components at the best price possible. He uses a well-regarded AKM dock along with other quality components to create something very, very special that sounds absolutely wonderful for digital sound. There are a couple of things you need to know with this PecanPi Plus streamer. There are no bells and whistles. He put all of the money into the quality of the components. There's not a screen. There will be in a future PecanPi streamer, but on this one, there's no screen. Also, there isn't a dedicated app. Like I said, I used the Volumio app. You can configure a Roon endpoint and a couple of other options. There are other options you can use. So, you know, I'm going to leave the details below about this PecanPi Plus streamer. You can find out more about the Orchard Audio products and the company itself. Thank you so much to Leo for allowing me to be able to experience it and to review it. It was such an honor. And I just want to say, you know, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell. Most importantly, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.